Doesn't she look pretty? This is her third week of training, the first day of the third week. It's going to be her first saddle. I have a total of 8 hours in her, but I wanted to teach her some basics of yielding, leading, etc. So I have some control when I put this saddle on. I don't like to put a first saddle on the horse and just turn it loose and let them work it out. They can hurt themselves. I don't see any reason to have them go through such fear. So I do advance and retreat if the horse is leery of what I'm putting on them. But I've already had a surcingle on her several times and a bareback pad. So I always show it to them, take it away, show it to them, take it away, building their curiosity. I don't ever hold them down to tack them up, but I do have the rope over my arm so she doesn't walk off midstream. At this point I wasn't sure if it was her first saddle. I inquired to the people that had her for the last year, and they said no, as far as they knew, nothing. And then she kind of shows me that she hadn't had a saddle on before. When she turns into me, I have to move her away. I want her to stand still to get tacked. Since she's had other equipment on her already, and I've been polite to her, at this point I'm telling her, you can stand there and don't turn into me. Horses are not supposed to move a person's feet. They're to yield, like she's doing here, to my feet. And I just turned her so you can see what I'm doing over here. Since she's had the surcingle on a handful of times, and I've been, again, very polite with her, up, down, I'm letting her know, I'm checking for any debris I could have missed, plus letting her know, hey, this is coming, and just checking her out every step of the way. And you can see she looks pretty indifferent and relaxed to what's going on, feeding off of my relaxation. See, I'm not holding her choked up tight as her head or anything. So I'm just going to snug her enough and keep her on a line and ask her to move around. She did not mind, she's not cinchy, did not mind the surcingle, the bareback pad, you know, but now there's a whole lot more equipment on her, and I just want to move her and keep her busy so she doesn't even think about bucking. I prefer a horse never buck, but I want to keep her in check, and because I've worked with her a few weeks, I have some command of her body that I can push her away from me and have her yield her hindquarters and back up should she start bucking blind or trying to buck over the top of me, because she loves to be in your pocket, so getting away from a person is really difficult for her. And once I do see how she accepts this or how she's responding to it, then I will turn her loose. And you know, I prefer they get their bucks out without me on them, of course, but I am insistent on, when I ask them to halt, if I haven't asked them to turn into me, to just halt where I ask them and don't turn into me. And if they do, I have a counter move to push them out of the way. Here you can see that she reacted a little bit to that, and I don't use kid gloves. I'm not sneaky around them. It's just kind of matter of fact. So here I can tell that that's somewhat foreign to her. And then I'll just tighten her up a little bit. I don't have to cut her in two. Again, she reacted when that stirrup come down. So that's different from the surcingle and different from the bareback pad that she's had on, because the stirrups are going to hit her. And she's just never, you know, she's never had to do anything in her life, and if she's had to do anything, it's been for very short periods, and she likes to call when things are done, and you know, say I don't want to do it anymore. So once I keep her on the line, see that she's not going to be too overcome with fear. Of course I want to turn her loose, so that's what I'm going to do. But I know this horse looks to me and wants to come into me, so if she gets too upset I can call her in, change her direction, and just keep her in check. So I'm going to do that now. Just resetting the camera. We'll let her go.
Turn her loose a little bit.
So here she goes, her first time at liberty with the saddle. And a lot of horses, they don't want to move very fast because that saddle starts biting them. Again, she's not too reactive to the cinch.
Becca.
But this day and days going forward after this, she's just like, what is that on me? And those saddle strings just hit me in the back end.
So yeah, I'd
so
say it was her first
I want her to be able to feel everything, feel what that saddle does before I get in it. You know,
like,
she may not care at all. I called her in, but I'm like, all right, slow down. She may not care that a person's on her back, and I don't. At this point, I didn't think she'd care at all. But if that cinch grabs her a certain way, then it can start the launch sequence, you know, with the tense at the stomach, and then a little fright, and a little flight, and a little buck, and then you're off on the ground. So I want her to feel this saddle and feel what it will do to her when she moves.
They've never felt all that stuff when they can, or saddle strings hitting them going.
She's none too happy about it. She wants to come in and have me save her, but I just want her to feel that. I didn't realize I had an audience over there until I was loading these videos that my husband and my horse are watching. I know the horse always does, but surprised the husband was interested because he's seen all this before, but it's nice that he's interested.
Go on. There we go. Good.
So there's no, yeah, I let her come in here. There's no need to get them all upset. And here's her being calm, and right here is just a photo op. I just sat on her, flexed her. First ride comes later. I hope you enjoyed the video.